bullshit, man. So Charleston White been on No Jumper podcast the last few days, few weeks or something like that. And he told Adam 22 that he has ruined gangbanging. And I have to 100% agree with that. I think Adam 22, I don't think he ruined it. I think he actually did something without trying to do it. I think he has made, Adam 22 and No Jumper has made all gangbangers look goofy. They look goofy, they look slow. You could tell that like it's just giving them a bad look, which I don't feel like it's a bad thing, because for so long we've been looking at these gangsters on the internet, on the TV screen, and thinking that they so cool, and No Jumper has just made them all look like straight up clowns. Do your homework.
Please tell me like what I need to be doing better as a person who is making money off the black community.
You're very successful at what you're doing. I wouldn't suggest that you change and switch up nothing, because this is working for you.
Okay, but you want to destroy the gang community, so you're seeing No Jumper as being effective at that?
I ain't got nothing with the gang community. I got problem with my gang bangers in my city. What y'all do in California don't mean to me.
And for the record, I think the position of the average LA gangbanger is not like, oh, Texas gangbangers, they're goofy as it might be like to a certain extent. It might be like, oh, y'all do things that we don't do, or y'all don't beef the same way that we beef. They might have some opinions about that, but in my time in this, I never heard somebody from LA be like, oh, every gang member from Houston or Dallas is goofy as like that's not the attitude.
I've heard them say it on here. I've heard them say it.
I've heard them say, "Oh, y'all are not doing it right.
I done heard Gumby say it. I can go live. This is what I'm saying.
But Gumby's the one who's calling motherfuckers out from Texas because he just feels like they're doing it wrong.
I agree with Gumby. You niggas are frauds. You niggas ain't real, because I grew up watching the culture. Ain't nobody came from LA and put these niggas down. LA came to use us and play on us, and when they got through, they left.
So Charleston White thinks that all the gangbangers and gangsters from Texas is lame, fake, and slow, because y'all know California is the one that started Bloods and Crips, and those gangs have infiltrated Texas like heavy, like to the point where most of Texas, if you are gangbanging, you pretty much a Blood or a Crip. So it's kind of like Cali 2.0, right? So he think the Cali dudes is like the real ones, because that's where it all started. And he think the Texas is the fake ones. Now, one thing I will say, I always wonder, like, okay, if Crips and Bloods started in California, how the fuck are y'all Crips and Bloods all the way in New York? You see what I'm saying? It starts to seem like y'all just seen it on TV and said, shit, I'm finna put on some red and make it up too. You know what I'm saying? Because in Chicago is one of the only places where I know for a fact ain't no Bloods or no Crips in Chicago at all. You're never going to be in Chicago and see somebody gangbanging talking about they Blood or Crip. And never. It's never going to happen. Ever. And never, bro. We got our own, you know what I'm saying? I think gangs are stupid, but Chicago has their own gang politics, their own gang in general. Like everything, the GDs and the BDs and the Stones and the Vice Lords, that all started in Chicago and stayed in Chicago. You see what I'm saying?
You're a young kid who's trying to not get his ass whooped walking home from school. I guess I get it, but carrying that into your adulthood is probably not a great idea.
That's when most of us get in there as a boy.
Yeah. Well, so they clown anyone who doesn't. You join a gang when you're in your 20s, they're going to ruthlessly clown you. So you mean to
tell me, nigga, you still have the same values, the same morals and affirmation and affection that you have at 15 and 16 and 50?
I know you're enjoying the video, but by the time I was 23, I made $1 million off of YouTube. I'm teaching everybody how to do it. I'm teaching you how to develop your own character, how to upload, how to edit, how the YouTube algorithm works. Every secret that you need to actually be successful on YouTube. I'm not talking about no BS. Oh, you better post at 4 o'clock and then 3 o'clock and then clap your hands twice and hit you. No, none of that. If you want a real step-by-step, real guide for a low price ski, for me to actually teach you how to become a YouTuber and create multiple channels and make millions of dollars from it, click the link in the description. It's only $150, but you can get 20% off right now if you use the code MACMULA. So use the code MACMULA when you check out, or you can get it for $120 instead of $150. $150 will change your life. So you need to just click the link in the description and just change your life, bro. It's literally that simple. I'm guiding you through it. Even a toddler can follow them steps and get $1 million off of it. So what the fuck are you waiting for? Now, to be honest, that's been my whole problem with this whole gang, quote unquote, street culture that has plagued the black community for years. So am I supposed to keep thinking and keep having the same morals and keep doing the same exact shit I've been doing since I was 14 and 15? And that's what we see so much. We see all these rappers. You would think that these rappers that turn 35, 40, 45, 50 years old would just be like, all right, we ain't doing the street stuff no more. Like, that was 40, 35 years ago. I ain't doing it no more. I call the police, you break in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never really hear them say that. And it's like they stick to them same morals, them same principles that they did when they was 15. And that is fucking stupid. I'm 27. Do you know how stupid I was at 15, nigga? 12 years ago? Do you know how much I learned? Like, even from last year, I look at myself. I look at old videos, old pictures, and I think even last year when I was 26, I looked like, nigga, that nigga was stupid. I feel like I grew so much in just a year, let alone 12. But when you get on No Jumper and you see these is not kids that be on No Jumper acting a fool. 4Extra is a grown-ass man. Crip Mac is a grown-ass man. What's the dude name? The blind man? What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I cannot remember his name. The blood dude. The blind man. Grown-ass 30-plus-year-old man. These ain't 15 and 16 and 17-year-old kids going on No Jumper doing all this slow shit. These is grown-ass niggas. Do your homework.
Definitely not.
I don't. So that's why I look at these niggas as being mentally retarded.
Even just the notion of hood hop and the idea that you join a gang when you're 16 and then all of a sudden you're 21 and you realize, oh, the gang I joined, those dudes are a bunch of busters. I want to join this other gang, hang out with these other people. If you do want to be in a gang, even just that, the idea that 5 years later you can't change your mind about who you want to hang out with it puts gangbanging into the realm of like fantasy.
So
like this is
switching gangs or just denouncing.
That's what I'm saying. They'll destroy you on the internet if you switch hoods.
You destroy gangbanging culture with your podcast. I did.
But just what, shining light on it?
Yeah.
Mm.
You gave light to a unlit world.
Mm.
And nigga, to get on here to see the none of them have a business mind. None of them can talk about.
Some of them certainly.
Well, I've been watching you for years.
Look at Black Sam.
Black Sam will have a business mind. That's something Nipsey built. He just happened to be running.
But they didn't get that far with Nipsey. Black Sam's taking it into reality.
If Nipsey wouldn't have died, they wouldn't have it this far.
Nah, I bet they'd be further ahead.
I doubt it.
I mean, shit, if they have this giant billboard of a human being, this guy who was promoting this shit at every time.
Well, you got to think, Diddy had control of him, so how good he would have been.
Diddy had control of Nipsey?
Who had the album done? Who done that Victory album?
I don't know. I don't think I ever heard their names together.
Well, there's a video of them clapping together. He told, hey, man, y'all quit clapping.
Uh-huh.
So you tell me, had he not died, this wouldn't be what it is. The marathon wouldn't be what it was.
You don't think?
I know so.
Really? I think
because when he was alive, he didn't get this same support from LA.
That is true.
He didn't have this same support with Fat Burger in the Marathon store when he was alive.
You mean Marathon Burger?
Well,
Fat Burgers or something.
Well, he had a Fat Burger right there. Didn't Nip have the Fat Burger right there in the store? In that little corner, in that square? Yeah, they took me there. They took me on a tour there.
He owned a Fat Burger?
That's what I was told, with the pictures and everything in there.
I never heard that.
So that's where the idea of the Marathon Burger came from. Okay. So you tell me, if it wasn't for his death, where would the support come from?
Just him as a person. Like he had just got on the cover of GQ. You know, he's like kind of reaching like that was a big part of why it was such a tragedy when he got killed, because he was reaching a whole new level.
I was living here in LA at the time. I didn't hear his music playing on the radio.
Yeah, but it was growing, and a lot of people from the hood, especially, will tell you that he was the sound of their adolescence. For me, on Melrose, hanging out with the SoundCloud rappers, though, for sure, ain't nobody was listening.
The day of his passing, I could have named one song.
Yeah.
The day of his funeral, I knew the whole Victory Lap album.
But there's a...
Now, I will agree with what Charleston White is saying to an extent. Only reason I knew about Nipsey Hussle and like his music is because I got a cousin on my mom's side, and I forgot what city we was in. I think we was in Dallas, Texas, when my great aunt passed. And I was right. She's from LA. She grew up in LA. She grew up in LA. Like, she from LA. So she was right. I was riding in the car with her, and I heard a Nipsey Hussle, and I recognized his face and I recognized his name, but I had never heard a song before. And then after he passed away, it's like he just blew up, which really sucks because he got some real like motivational, like get money, young turn nigga. He got some real music, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that it would have turned up as crazy as it did if he had not passed away. I disagree with what he said about Black Sam because I think Black Sam was the business mind. Black Sam was the mind that said, "Nah, I ain't doing a gangbanging. Hey, Nip, come over here. We finna sell these T-shirts. We finna sell this. We finna sell that." Black Sam was the one. I think Black Sam had them trapping and selling drugs for a while. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey just mixed that with the gangbanging, and I feel like if Nipsey never mixed the hustle mentality with the gangbanging, which was very hard to do in LA, living in the hood, growing up in the rolling 60s area, it's hard to stay away from that gang shit. It's hard because everywhere you look, everything you see, everything you hear is just crip, 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 crip. So when you young and you impressionable, 9 times out of 10, they gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? But Black Sam was always, the older brother, I feel like, was always like, yeah, I'm from the hood, I'm in the hood, nigga, but I ain't with that gangbanging shit. I'm not with that. I'm trying to get me some money. And so I feel like they would have got far business-wise, whether Nipsey passed away or not. Maybe it wouldn't have been the marathon burger and all that type of stuff, but for sure, they would have bought a bunch of laundry mats, or it would have always been some type of business mind. You know what I'm saying? But again, what Charleston said about the gangbanging is No Jumper put a light on stuff that was never lit. It was a point in time, not even that long ago. You talking about maybe 15 years ago, where we didn't really know what was going on in the streets. It was really No Jumper. I'm gonna give you 2 people that No Jumper and DJ Academics. When DJ Academics made that YouTube channel called A War in Chirac, he was the first person that was covering gangbangers and really covering a very niche audience. Like, he was the one talking about drill rappers from Chicago that you would have never heard of if Academics ain't talk about it. He was the one talking about who was into it with Chief Keef, and Chief Keef got into it with this, and this shootout happened with that person, this shootout happened with that person. No Jumper did a very similar thing, but he did it in a different way because he actually had the gangbanging niggas on camera. He actually was doing the videos with them. So over the last few years, we've really seen, like, now it's so many people across the whole world that know about Bloods and Crips and who into it with that person and who shot that person and who did this. And it's not Adam 22 fault, for real. These motherfuckers get on the podcast and snitch on their damn self. They get on here and talk about this shit themselves. You know what I'm saying? And again, it was a point in time where gangbanging was so mysterious. It was like, ooh, I want to do that. Like, a lot of kids was like, ooh, I want to do that. And I don't even think Adam 22 did realize what he did, but he really, like, some people get influenced by this stupid shit. But it's a lot of kids that look at it and be like, that's what y'all doing? That's how y'all act? This what y'all got going on? Then this person get his hand blown off. This person get shot. He blind. He going to jail for this. He going to jail for that. He drunk and tweaking out. He look like a crackhead. I don't want to be no street nigga no more. And I feel like a lot of kids actually got to see, because when I was younger, bro, only time we seen a nigga in the streets was when he pulled up with the pretty girl with the fucking 30-inch rims, with the car, with the bass, with the bass blasted. He had the long gold chain on with the designer Louis Vuitton shit, and he pulled up, hopped out, sold some drugs, said hey to Miss Mary or whoever, got back in the car. I didn't know what was really going on. So now, as these kids can really see what's really going on, how they really act, what they really do. And I feel like a lot of kids with a little bit of intelligence looking at that shit like, man, I don't want to do that lame ass shit. Are you telling me I gotta die and go to jail and get in a fight and they gotta put me on the set, cuz? They gotta put me on the set, cuz? How you get put on the set? Oh, they gotta jump me? I gotta get my squabbles app, cuz? I gotta get my squabbles app? So 4-5 niggas gotta jump me.
FBI, open up!
Man, I'm calling the police on y'all nigga ass, man. 4-5 people gotta jump me so that I could be able to call myself a Crip. If y'all don't get y'all loser ass on somewhere.
Million rappers in Texas like that too, where you guys all know all their songs, and then meanwhile we don't know what the fuck's going on.
It don't matter, they're not dead.
Right, but if
they don't have a burger store.
But usually when people die, their legend status kind of goes up, right?
Pop Smoke didn't. His music did, but his legend status didn't.
Pop Smoke is an icon. You go to New York, they got murals everywhere.
His music is.
The music too.
But when you say his music went up, but Pop Smoke is not an icon. His music is.
Maybe not on the level of Nipsey, but I think he's an icon.
DMX died. He didn't go up.
I mean, I would say DMX.
Dobie died. He didn't go up.
But DMX also died after being basically like a public drug addict for like 20 years.
No matter.
Nipsey didn't have that kind of
So did Whitney Houston.
Right.
She died a drug addict.
And she would probably be
Michael
mourned
Jackson died a drug addict.
She would be mourned in a more serious way if she hadn't been a public drug addict.
So what I'm saying is, you don't get the same support just because you die.
But a lot of people, their legend status increases because of that. You know, Jay-Z, Gucci Mane, we've got to see these guys become old heads and make embarrassing decisions that taint their legacies.
So we got to watch
Nipsey didn't get a chance to do that.
What decision Jay-Z make?
I just think overall Rock Nation's kind of viewed as like a bully apparatus. I think people view a lot of his stances on capitalism as being hypocritical. I think that he's kind of proven himself as maybe not having the best taste in rappers.
And he on the Epstein file.
He signed La Russell. That's kind of a black mark on his legacy.
Yeah, and he on the Epstein file list.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I don't really think there's much to that, but yeah, that's not the best look.
Foxy Brown said she was fucking her, but she was underage.
I think that is not true. She didn't say that.
So there you go, pretty much. I think Charleston White was right about a lot. I think he was wrong about a lot, but for the most part, I think he was right. I think that gangbanging has been ruined for a lot of people. It's like 50-50 to me, because a lot of people think that, I think this is what really happened. I think that the youth got influenced by this shit. So a lot of people, it's a lot of kids right now who trying to be gangster, trying to be hood, trying to be tough. But I think the amount of people who actually doing it, I think it's went down a lot. If you look at Chicago, if you look at New York, if you look at, I don't know about LA, but if you look at a lot of these cities where 3, 4, 5 years ago, it was cracking. Like it was super, super dangerous. And it still is always going to be dangerous in certain spots in any city. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you look at the crime rates, bro, you look at the murder rates, they going down. They going down, 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 down. You know what I'm saying? It's going down by a lot. And I think that's because it's getting cooler. What I've learned about people is, especially kids, they impressionable for sure. We all knew that. But people follow trends, bro. But a lot of stuff that's trending right now is, man, I ain't dying over that shit. That shit lame. Like, it's a lot of people that look at the streets like it's lame, that would have never thought that before. You feel me? Because we seen it now. It used to look so cool. We only see it on movies. We only see it on the TV show. We only see certain music videos on 106 in Park. It used to be a point where all we saw was the cool side. We didn't know that his friend died because he made an Instagram live, and then his friend died on the drill, and then his friend got killed, and then he got killed, and then he went to this city and that got killed, and then this person robbed that person and recorded it and all that. So I think the lore and the lure of everybody, the mysterious part about all the street shit is gone, because no matter who the toughest, roughest, most gangsters killer, we've all seen them go outside in every which way. We've seen Lil Durk go to jail. We've seen King Von get killed. We've seen everybody who you would ever think is the most gangster, the most tough, the most rawest, the coolest, the best rapper. We've all seen them go to jail except one person, and that's Chief Keef. They all died. They all went to jail. They all got robbed on camera. They all got beat up on camera. We seen Lil Reese get beat up. We seen Lil Reese get shot 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. We seen this happen to him. This happened. He went to jail, came back, and then now that we really seeing it, then we get to see videos like Lil J in fucking prison talking to girl boys. You feel me? Got girl boys sitting on his lap. He having lunch dates in the middle of the fucking yard. So it's like we see it so much to this point where we see the real now. And we like, man, that shit is lame as hell.
What?
Like, I don't want to go do that for what? So y'all can say I'm tough? It's a lot more people waking up to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's lame now to a lot of people, and it's trendy to be an entrepreneur. It's trendy. You got to think about it, bro. When I'm 27, so when I was in high school, when I was middle school and high school, bro, being a YouTuber was lame. Nobody thought that shit was cool, bro. Nobody thought it was cool. I was an anomaly. I had some of my real homies asking me like, boy, why you doing that corny ass shit on YouTube? What are you even doing? Like, why are you wasting your time doing YouTube? Like, what you trying to get famous or something? It was a point when I was in high school, a lot of niggas didn't even realize you could get rich off of this. They didn't even get it. It didn't make no sense to them. You know what I'm saying? Being a content creator that's a new term, bro. That's a new word. Like, it's just to the point where people, I was on Twitch and YouTube at a time where I remember when Twitch was only gaming. It wasn't no just chatting and all that shit is new in the last 5-10 years, bro. I remember when Twitch was you got on there and played Call of Duty or GTA, or you got on there and played a game or 2K. It was only game categories. You couldn't even put a just chatting or none of that shit. You had to play a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember that time when nobody knew what Twitch was. I remember when having 2,000-3,000 viewers on Twitch live was like, nigga, you was popping. You feel me? I remember when YouTube and content creating wasn't a thing and nobody knew what the fuck a YouTuber was. And you feel me? I remember all that. And now it's so cool to do all this shit, be an entrepreneur, to sell this, to sell that, to be on, to make content, to get married, to have kids, to stay out in the streets. All that shit is being cool now. But I think overall, I think that's a good thing.